So, for today's video, we're going to teach you a communication flow and process. So, first is, what is communication? Communication is simply that act of transferring information from one place, person, or group to another. Also, communication is a process that involves sending, receiving message through the verbal and nonverbal method. Communication is two-way means of communicating information in the form of thoughts, opinion, and ideas between two or more individuals, the purpose of building and understanding. So, in short, communication is transferring or interacting a person. So, why communication is important? In our daily life, communication helps us build relationship by allowing us to share our experience and needs and help us to connect to others. It's essence of life, allowing us to express feeling, pass on the information, and share thoughts. So, in this world, without communication, we cannot understand each other, we cannot build a relationship, or we cannot share our thoughts, feelings, or ideas to another person. So, we have a communication process. So, first is a sender, messages, transmission, recipients, and receiver. So, a sender first develops an idea which is composed into a message and then transmitted to other party who interpret the message and receiving a meaning. Developing a message is known as encoding. Interrupting a message refers to as decoding. So, we have a question. Why communication process is important to know? Individual that follows communication process will have the opportunity to become more productive in every aspect of their profession. Effective communication leads to understanding. Communication process is important to know to become a good communicator and leads you to become an understanding person and also being productive. Types of communication. So we have nonverbal communication. It refers to any form of communication that is not transmitted through spoken word. Verbal communication is any form of communication that occurs spoken word. Visual communication means the transfer of information to a person in a format that can be read or view. Written communication is involved use of words, sentence, and paragraph in order to communicate. It is a fourth type of communication that can use in daily life. These are examples of nonverbal communication. Facial expressions. So, facial expression is a kind of nonverbal. Gesture is kind of nonverbal communication. Movement, yung eye contact natin is a kind of nonverbal communication. Nodding the head. Physical appearance, kind of nonverbal. So, example of verbal communication naman tayo, a business meeting. So, spoken pa rin ginagamit, deep talk, o about their business. So, it's a verbal pa rin. A job interview, of course, is a verbal. Customer service phone call, of course, is a kind of verbal. Public spiritual delivery speech, so it's a kind of verbal. A team brainstorming session, of course, is a verbal pa rin. Negotiation between business partners, is a verbal. So, example of written communication, of course, email. It's a kind of written communication. Text message, blog post, business letter, report, proposal. Of course, it's a kind of written communication siya. Contract, pag nag-sign ng contract, pag mag-ano ng contract, written siya. Job description, of course, is a kind of written communication siya. Example of visual communication. So, of course, nandiyan yung infographic, yung video na kasi nabibigyan natin. Illustration. So, yan, mga nabibigyan natin logos and branding. So, of course, it's a visual communication. Signage, mga posters, web design. Of course, it's a visual communication yan. Yung mga packaging design, like sa mga dilata. So, mga visual communication yan.